Imagine two competing car companies sitting across a table and saying, why don't we build something of an expensive stuff but together? Sounds slightly crazy, right? But that is exactly where the interesting business story begins. General Motors, GM, and Hyundai are collaborating on vehicles and technology, including the common platforms and supply chain capabilities. And the really interesting part? They can share the expensive foundation of the car while still making the customers feel that they are buying a completely different brand. So today's question is, why would the competitors collaborate and how is this connected to one of the most important MBA frameworks ever created? Let's enter into the Michael Porter's not five forces but value chain. Five forces तो सबने पढ़ी है ना, आज हम पढ़ेंगे उनका ही value chain. Let's quickly understand the news first. So the GM and the Hyundai announced their strategic collaboration in 2024 itself, covering the areas including the vehicles, supply chains, batteries, and the clean energy technologies. And then in August 2025, they announced their first five co-developed vehicles. Four are aimed at the Central and the South American markets, including an SUV, a car, a pickup truck, and while an electric commercial van is also planned for the Northern America. Now, here's the number you should remember: 800,000 plus vehicles per year. That's the expected annual sales potential once the program reaches full scale. Even more interesting, the companies said that they would use the common platforms but retain the unique interiors and exteriors consistent with their individual brands. And this is where the strategy gets interesting because the customer doesn't necessarily share who jointly engineered the chassis. They care about how does this car look, how does it feel, how good is the software, how is the driving experience. Basically, what do I actually experience? So this is where the Michael Porter's value chain becomes incredibly useful. Potter said that a company isn't just one big machine, it's actually a collection of activities. You have activities like inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales and service, and then supporting activities like procurement, technology development, human resources, infrastructure. And now, here's the simple way to remember it: a company doesn't create value in one place, it creates value through a chain. And competitive advantage comes from figuring out where I can become cheaper and where must I become different. That's a killer distinction. Because if something is expensive but doesn't really make the customers choose your brand, why do it alone? So think about the economics of a modern car. You have platform engineering, battery technology, procurement, manufacturing, supply chains. These things require enormous amounts of capital and engineering talent and scale. Now, suppose GM and Hyundai can collaborate in the parts of this upstream value chain. They combined volumes can potentially improve the purchasing economics and spread the development costs across more vehicles. That's essentially, let's share the expensive foundation. And then comes the important part: they don't have to share everything, they can still differentiate through the design, through the software, through the brand, through the interior experiences, customer interface, and most importantly, after sales experience. So the strategy becomes that strategize the back end and differentiate the front end. And honestly, this is a very elegant strategy because भाई कस्टमर को ये थोड़ी ना मैटर करता है कि चेसिस इंजीनियर किस मीटिंग में बैठा था. कस्टमर को मैटर करता है गाड़ी मुझे कितनी प्रीमियम फील होती हुई लग रही है और कितने की पड़ेगी भी. That's where the brand earns its differentiation. And this is why I don't want you to remember this just as a car industry story. This applies almost everywhere. Think about a startup. Does every startup need to build its own cloud interface? No. It can come from a common infrastructure and it can spend its money differentiating the product. Think about restaurants. Multiple restaurants can source similar ingredients, but the winning restaurant differentiates through its recipe, ambience, and service, experience, etc. Even in your own career, this principle works. Don't need to be an exceptional at everything. You just need to identify what should I outsource, what should I standardize, and most importantly, what should I really become, or what should I do where I'm really good at. Thoda smart allocation, thoda less ego, and suddenly the strategy starts making sense. And if you are preparing for an MBA interview, GDPI consulting interview, summer placements, or even a corporate discussion, this gives you a much stronger answer than simply saying that GM and Hyundai are collaborating to reduce the costs. That's correct, but that's very basic. A strong answer would be the strategic logic is to collaborate on the capital intensive, relatively non differentiating activities to achieve scale economies while retaining the control over the customer facing activities that they drive brand differentiation. Now that sounds like someone who understands the strategy. And if the interviewer asks, so what's the risk? You can say over standardization can be the risk here. If everyone shares too much of the value chain, then the differentiation can disappear. And so the real strategic question isn't what can we share, it's what can we share without destroying our own competitive advantage. So remember this one line: don't build everything yourself, build what differentiates you, Share what doesn't. And that's GM and Hyundai's Michael Porter's case altogether. And honestly, that's a pretty useful rule for businesses, careers, and life too. And tomorrow we will decode another piece of current affairs through a business concept you can actually use. And remember, because news becomes much more powerful when you know the theory hiding behind it. That was News Decoded by Priyasha, guys. See you in the next video. Till then, make sure you like this video, share it with more and more people, and subscribe to my channel if you're new to the channel. Bye bye. Take care. See you in the next one.